Get over here!
The end is nigh, and the time of the great Demon King shall soon come to a close. Whether that close is his victory or his defeat, well, we shall see. Oh boy.
When tomorrow comes, you have to go home, don't you?
Yes. Thank you for everything, Leon. I'll never forget the time I spent here.
Do you think we'll see each other again?
Yes, of course. My brother and you and me, we're friends after all, aren't we?
Erica. Yep, you're right.
I hope your study of the sacred stones is fruitful. I know you'll use the wisdom you glean to make your people happy.
Thank you, Erica. You know, you're the only reason I was able to save that girl. There were times when I wanted to give up, to admit failure. But you were always there. You were always encouraging me to succeed. That's what kept me going. I just thought of you.
Leon.
Erica, I've always... I'm sorry, forget what I was saying. I can never be like Ephraim.
Leon, what do you...
I guess this is it, Erica. Hope to see you again someday. I'm going to focus on my work and do my best until that day. My research will progress, and my discoveries will benefit us all. One day, I will be a prince worthy of you, and I will see you again. That fumble, dude.
Oof. Can you imagine the difference that might have been if he just straight up admitted it?
If everybody was just less afraid of Ephraim all the time.
Dude, not just Ephraim, but like this is like pretty much par for the course when it comes to Fire Emblem. A lot of issues might have been averted if these people just were not so afraid of talking about their goddamn feelings.
Yeah, that's just fiction, man. That's just
for
story
real
writing.
though.
Leon!
Dude would rather summon a Demon King than go to therapy. Erica?
Leon! It is you, isn't it, Leon?
Yes, but I'm almost completely gone. Before I'm lost entirely, I want to apologize. I'm sorry, Erica. This is all my fault. I was too weak.
You're not to blame, Leon. It was the Demon King. He was controlling you.
No, that's not true, Erica. When the Demon King reached into me from inside the Dark Stone, when he whispered he would see all my dreams and desires come true, I did not reject him. In the shadows of my heart, he saw jealousy, vanity. It was my weakness that put these emotions there and allowed them to thrive.
Everyone has weaknesses, Leon. You're not the only one. I do. I'm sure my brother does. Don't hate yourself for having these feelings, please!
Thank you, Erica. You were always so kind. The Demon King will claim my flesh as a vessel for his resurrection. Before that can happen, I want you to kill me. I'm sorry, Erica. I'm already...
Oh, please. Are you done turning your feelings into some sad epic of personal tragedy? It's time we started then. I have a ritual to complete, and some nuisances to kill.
Nah.
Also, I need to return to the home menu and create a quick save in case something goes wrong.
We are not going to do that. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I accidentally hit the...
It's so easy on the Wii U gamepad.
Like, not only can you do it from the shoulder buttons, but you can also, like, tap the screen, and the screen triggers it, and is like, oh, come on, man. Anyway, we're not going to skip the preparation this time. We're just going to go ahead and show you guys what we have in mind. So, what are we dealing with here?
Skeletons?
Lots of Gorgons.
Yeah.
Stone and Demon Surge. Did any of these have Shadow Shot? Yes,
Yep.
they do.
Yeah, the two in the back.
Yeah, we're going to have to deal with that as we go. As for everything else, seems like we... Oh, hello. We got Draco Zombies, too.
Yep. And there's treasure.
Treasure, Stone, and Demon Surge. That would have been so mean to put Shadow Shot in there.
Yeah.
But, huh. I did not know we had treasure chests here. Do we have any do we have any more keys?
I don't know that we do. We'll have to check the convoy.
All right, well, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and check right now, actually, now that I think about it. You have a spare, We have 2 keys!
That's exactly the number we need.
All right, then. So, who are we bringing to this map? We need our A game.
I have a pretty strong plan for the final fight, which is next chapter. We get to choose characters again after that.
Okay, that's good.
So I'm not too muster-fussed about who we bring to this one.
All right, then. I say we basically just bring our A game. So, let's see. Tethys, Natasha, definitely. Gilliam, Myrrh, Arthur, and Lute.
Okay.
Definitely Ross. 3 more. Definitely Garrick.
Franz.
Franz. 1 more we can bring.
How about if we...
Here's a thought. Like, we have plenty of healers. We could bench Natasha until the next game. Or until the next chapter.
Yeah, I could go with that because we have loot. If we brought Inez and either Joshua or Marissa.
I actually am thinking Vanessa come with us.
The magic resist will help.
Not just the magic resist, but she has access to Vidolfnir.
Yeah.
The other possibility is bring Joshua with Oddholma, but Vanessa I've actually noticed is stronger.
Yeah.
So I say we bring Vanessa and Inez.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard going back to having so few slots to use.
Given what we're used to at this point.
Yeah.
I'm going to give one character a key and another character another key. Who has empty slots? Well, first, let's give that Axe Reaver to someone, I suppose.
We also need a way to open the doors is a problem.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We don't have that, do we?
I don't think we have any door keys, and yeah, nobody can pick
Hang on
locks.
a sec. I have a thought.
Oh, you're carrying a chest key. That's great, but... Okay, and there are door keys on the map.
I believe those are the only ones, though. So we only really have access to one of these. Unless... Hang on a second. I just thought of something.
Yeah, are any of our units carrying a door key?
Not that. Okay, so... Crazy thought. Where are you?
Do you want to, like, warp somebody?
Arthur. Dang it, we don't have unlock. I was wondering if maybe we had an unlock staff.
No, I guess we don't.
I mean, we could potentially warp someone, but I think the only one that can use the warp staff is, Natasha.
I also have a plan for the warp staff next chapter.
I know what you're getting at.
But we can... Like, we could use it once.
That's assuming we're eager to get those chests in the first place. I don't know what's in them. While you're at it...
Oh, there's a Master Seal on the left and an Angelic Robe on the right.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
Those are actually good. Ah, crap. Alright, then...
Do you want to try switching Arthur for Natasha?
Yeah,
and see if Natasha can use Warp?
Yeah, Natasha can definitely use Warp. My only concern is that we're benching Arthur against a chapter full of monsters.
Yeah. Do we want to switch Franz for Arthur?
Honestly, I think that's a better idea.
Okay.
Like, as much as I like Franz, I think Arthur will give us a little more bang for our buck here.
We need heavy hitters. Franz is more on the, like, mobility and tankiness scale.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to give the heal staff, we're going to take the warp, and we're going to keep the rescue as well so that she can get them out.
Yeah, okay.
And we are going to give 2 characters the keys. Let's give Mer one of them.
I still have this weird spear.
Yeah, we'll give her both. We'll give her both of them for now,
Okay.
and we'll see where we go from there.
All right.
Aside from that, that's pretty much everything we can do at this point. So
Yeah.
not much left to do except to just go for it.
This chapter's pretty light on any kind of gimmicks. The craziest thing about it is those shadow shot Medusas up there.
Mm-hmm. Which again, we can bait out with either Mer or Vanessa.
Yeah.
So gonna go ahead and save just in case. Let's do this. Ah, this music. Alright, so do we want to just go for this immediately?
Yeah.
Okay, so warp. Perfect.
Because my plan, you get... Against the Demon King, you get basically... On his first turn, he always spends his action summoning a bunch of minions, and then on his second turn, he attacks. So my idea basically is to kill him in those first 2 turns, and to get started on that warping Mer in front of him.
Yeah.
Because...
Oh, there are 2 door keys.
Oh!
Why didn't we see that earlier?
We must have conflated them.
Oh well.
Yep, we're committed. We're committed to this weird strategy we made, so...
Let's actually have Ephraim handle this.
Here's the thing, guys. You don't want to see us play completely optimally. You want to see us make weird decisions like that.
Honestly, yeah. Like, who tunes into a Fire Emblem game or Let's Play and expect competent gameplay? That's weird. No, we are good at this. We are good at this game, we swear.
There were some comments on our Nuzlocke and on our Radiant Dawn Iron Man.
Yeah.
That I don't completely agree with, but I respect the opinion. Where they're like, honestly, I would prefer if you didn't research as much about it ahead of time, and that it was more prone to failure.
I do understand the sentiment to a certain degree. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, but at the same time, we want a decent work. We want things to work decently here.
That's more for our own sanity.
Especially because, those kinds of runs are very, very prone to some really silly bullshit. So,
Yeah.
we're not going to subject ourselves to that much craziness right out of the gate.
I mean, the biggest stupid move we ever made, off the top of my head, is when Will died.
Oh, with the bolting from
Limstella.
From Limstella.
Yeah, that was partially a misclick, partially a not reading the board well enough.
For me, I'm actually gonna bench that Axe Raver, so I can get that door open immediately. For me, I think the stupidest move, it's between 2.
Yeah.
For me personally, when it comes to the stupidest moves I've ever made in Fire Emblem Nuzlocke. One was that incident with Mia. I just
That
clicked.
was a misclick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just, less a misclick and more I was clicking without thinking. I was like, oh no, she's got
Right.
she's got full health, she'll be fine. No, she didn't have full
we
health.
got complacent. We were just okay, attack, attack, attack.
Yeah, pretty much. The other one was, this one was more not reading the board properly, was, Leanne, with the catapult.
Yeah.
That one was, yeah, that, turns out that, Leanne takes a lot of damage from that, and it does more damage when at the
Closer
epicenter
to
of
the epicenter, yeah.
Yep, so that was, embarrassing.
Another was when Dorcas got KO'd in Lynn's story. We got Dorcas back, but that was a matter of us not scrolling the screen all the way up.
Pretty much,
To see
pretty much.
one additional enemy.
Okay, so that dragon actually has quite a bit of range. I want to take care of these skeletons before we start provoking this Gorgon. So, what's your range, Gorgon? Okay.
Yeah, Gorgon can't open the door, so as long as we stay outside of that range.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I see you, Bone Walker.
Okay, so this actually, I think, works just fine. If we can, take out this Bone Walker, we'll be out of the range of the, the dragon. What's your... Yeah, this'll work. Oh, by the way, someone in the comments, in the last chapter clarified something for us.
About the Sword Slayer?
Yeah, it turns out it's class-based in this game, not weapon-based. And, I'm just gonna say right now, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's...
That is stupid.
Hey, stupid.
That is very stupid.
I don't like it.
Yeah, let's just go with Shine. I'm gonna rescue drop with Vanessa and, Erica.
Yeah.
And then, Ross can handle the other two.
Just, like, imagine if, like, I'm holding an axe, and you have a magic sword slayer, and, like, you kill me with it because I also know how to use a sword.
Like, no.
Like, yeah, I do, but that's not what I'm holding right now.
Like, I'm sorry, that was dumb. Like, that was just really dumb. Like, I'm glad Garrick survived at the very least, so I'm not gonna, like, you know, water under the bridge kind of, sort of, but still, that's really stupid.
That is, like, why the complexity of Fire Emblem for these Iron Mans is fun, because it's a series I know a lot about, but there's always new things I'm finding out, or things I didn't realize I forgot about Fire Emblem. Because at this point, I've played enough games that certain mechanics blend together for me.
Essentially, yeah.
And we've talked about that in Fire Emblem of, like, sometimes Fire Emblem mechanics change from chapter to chapter, or from entry to entry, from game to game.
Yeah.
Not chapter to chapter, that would be weird, but...
There's the angelic robe.
Like, hey, what if wyverns were no longer weak to arrows?
Oh, yeah. that was a thing that we had to get used to.
Now they're weak to
with,
thunder. Now they're not weak to anything.
With, the Radiant series. Well done, Gilliam. Here's an interesting question for you. Throughout your time playing Fire Emblem,
Yeah.
what is a character that you know for a fact is not good? You know for a fact that is like, oh my god, this character is a complete waste to use, why am I even trying to make this character good? But you actually put in the hard work to actually try and make them good. Blazing Knight has a whole, like, series dedicated to that very question.
Is Kellum considered good? I think he's just kind of, like, not that popular.
Kellum is not that popular. The thing about Awakening is that because of the way the class system and, like, the level of progression system works in that game, like,
It's hard for a character to be
not good,
unsalvageable.
basically. Like, I think the worst... I think, like, quote-unquote, the worst character in that game in terms of, like, trying to make them, like, good stat-wise, numbers-wise and whatnot, I think is Virion.
Yeah.
And Virion's not that bad.
I did run Virion my first time, too.
Like,
I was always kind of disappointed with him, but I was like, well, he's my sniper, so he's gonna stay on the team.
Yeah, most of the time, though, when it comes to, like, archers, like, once people, like, got Noir, they basically just switched to Noir.
Yeah.
And there are other characters in the game that, like, use bows essentially better, but Virion's not terrible.
I tend to like the characters that I get early on, and not, like, want to replace them with characters I get later.
Yeah. A lot of the times when, a lot of the times I've noticed when you, like, or when we play Fire Emblem, I tend to want to try out different units on repeat playthroughs.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, I went through this playthrough with this character. Now I want to try it with this character. But again, there are certain characters that, like, you know, oh my god, it is a chore and a half to make these characters work. Some of them being, like, if we're going to the Tellius saga, like, Fiona and Meg are perfect examples of that. They are not good units, no matter how you slice it. They have the potential to be good, but you gotta get lucky with their, like, growth rates and everything.
And like, the amount of work you put into making them good is, like, not worth it when you can have just as good a unit in someone else for less.
Yeah, which is unfortunately the fate of a lot of characters in the Telia saga, but I think that's also part of what makes it fun.
Yeah.
In a way, because it's like, yeah, like, no joke. Yeah, see, that works. No joke. Why are you going to use Jill when Har is in the game?
Yeah.
But Jill is still good!
Like, I know some people swear by Jill. Jill is like their Nephany, where it's like, well, this is who I want to use, so...
The thing with Nephany is that, like, Nephany I've noticed is consistently, like, considered very good in that game because she's one of the few dedicated halberdiers in the game.
Yeah.
But, like, the halberdier class overall in the Telia saga is considered pretty good. Like, whether you choose Nephany or Devdin or even Aaron, like...
Or even Danvid.
or even Danvid.
Who's a different character.
Like, people still say, oh yeah, they're going to be good characters no matter what. Like, Aaron takes probably the most amount of work considering his position as part of the Dawn Brigade, but he's still good. Like, the main thing with him is his consistency.
One thing I'll say about this playthrough...
Yeah?
It's been fun kind of, like, falling back in love with using Gilliam, because my first ever playthrough of this game was my first ever Fire Emblem playthrough. So, it was the first time I ever had an Armored Knight, and I really liked Gilliam. And on all, like, 3 playthroughs I've had of it since then, I haven't run Gilliam because I've been like, oh, okay, like, you can make Amelia into a better general, so that's what I do. And it's been cool to use Gilliam again.
Yeah, it's interesting too, because, like, if I recall correctly, Gilliam is actually not considered, like, the best unit in this game either.
No.
Like, he's not terrible, but, like...
But for
the same reason you mentioned,
Yeah.
like, a lot of people will opt for Amelia if they can get the investment in. And if not, your defensive, like, needs are pretty much already, provided by Dusel.
And in the context of our playthrough, where we didn't get Dusel till later because we did Erica's mode, and Seth was dead, so we needed more defensive lance users, Gilliam was perfect, and we didn't have time to invest in Amelia, so, like, this was a perfect run for Gilliam.
It really was.
All the stars aligned for him to be a major part of our team.
And, like, if I recall correctly, he also, like, was... I don't know, like, the thing with Gilliam that I think worked with us is the fact that, one, we supported him with Franz. So him and Franz just became crit monsters.
Yeah.
And as a result, it gave them the opportunity to really get those strengths that they needed.
You ever notice Gilliam looks a lot like Oki?
A little bit! He's, like, same visage, same, like,
Hooked
kind of, like,
nose.
same hooked nose, the hairstyle kind of fits.
Jawline.
Yeah, a little bit. Huh. Interesting. What kind of damage does Wretched Air do? Because I want to know whether I'm dealing with, like, strength or magic here. It says strength, but I don't know if I trust that.
I think it's a strength attack.
Yeah, because, like, again, you're gonna have to deal with this Draco, with this dragon, and I'm like, what do we do? What do we use, or what do we do here? One thing we could do is, I believe, Lute will be able to take him out, pretty easily, and then we can rescue her with Ephraim if need be, and then the others can handle those Bone Walkers.
I'm trying to look if there's anything on the wiki that powerful Wretched Air as their sole weapon of choice. This gives them massive overall stat increase. Set damage. It functions much like Luna. It ignores the target's defense/resistance values.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, perfect.
Oh, but I think it is physical. It ignores defense.
Got it. I mean, one way or another is not really going to matter at this point.
Yeah. Oh, I see. And the pluses on his stats are because as, like, a quote-unquote equipped weapon, it gives its wielder plus 10 strength, plus 10 skill.
Yeah,
etc.
certain like weapons in this game are treated that way, in that the weapon itself is what gives a stat boost.
Yeah.
Hi, Vita Zuber Sphere. There were a couple of examples I can think of myself where I had the situation of wanting to like try and make a character good. The most recent example for me was going through my hard mode run of Hector mode in Blazing Sword,
Oh, yeah.
and I managed to make Wallace good.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Lowen.
No,
Not that Lowen's bad, he's just kind of average.
actually, I've noticed something interesting. I think, like,
Is Lowen a secret badass?
he is a secret badass, actually. It is generally agreed upon by those who play through Blazing Sword that of the 3 Cavaliers that you can get, the main Cavaliers that you can get, Sane, Kent, and Lowen,
Yeah.
Kent is actually among the weaker ones.
That I can believe.
Sane is considered to be the most powerful, but if you want pure consistency, Lowen is actually has the potential to be even tankier than the generals of the game.
Okay.
The dude's defensive stats are insanely good.
And that's fun.
So whenever people like, you know, oh yeah, like Lowen's kind of like the underdog of the Cavaliers in that game, but as it turns out, he's actually kind of insanely good.
And that game doesn't have Great Knight, so having a paladin that's as tanky as a general is...
No, like, if you play your cards right and get Lowen up there, the dude's nigh unkillable.
Okay.
So yeah, no, dude, like, the next time you play through Blazing Sword, I highly recommend running Lowen, because, wow, I was shocked by how good he was. Wow! Wow, wow, wow!
Yeah, that's tough.
Okay. I think this might be Ephraim's job. I'm going to wait one more turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if Ephraim can do something about this, because that is very, very troublesome.
My thought, though he's not on this side, would be to use Ross, just because the sheer amount of HP. Oh, Ross doesn't have as much HP, I forgot. Wow, Gilliam has more HP than Ross.
That's actually quite surprising now that I think about it, you're right. Like, 46 is still a lot of HP, but not as much as we expected, especially out of a Berserker.
Yeah. I think Dozla gets more HP.
Alright, let's see how Ephraim does. With Siegemund.
Not as good as Loot.
Still, though, with this, we should be able to do what we need to do.
Okay.
I'm willing to go for this, just so we can get this Draco zombie off the board.
Okay.
Question. Okay. Shadow Shot is 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay,
Nope.
safe.
Safe.
I think he should be fine.
You could physic him after, too.
That's what I was thinking, too. My main concern is that this...
Sword Reaver.
Ooh! 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 This works!
Oh, you
this
dummy.
works! This works! Okay! Alright, Ephraim, do your thing.
That's a cool entrance.
Good work, Ephraim. Then Loot can come in and finish the job.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious about something. Nope, Excalibur's stronger. Though I think I want to do this with Thimbleventer to save charges on
Sure,
Excalibur.
yeah.
That is scary, man. Whew!
I like the sound they make, too. That's a good GBA soundbite.
Uh-huh. Alright, you got a steel bow, you got a steel lance, and you got a javelin. We're going to plant, Gilliam here to give, Loot a little bit more defense. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking here.
You could also put Garrick up there to block Natasha.
Oh, you're not wrong there, actually. Yeah, my main concern is that, I doubt Lute is in any significant danger, but she is in range of 2 ranged attacks.
Not a lot we could do about that, but we can get Garrick up there to save her from one more melee attack.
Well, she's not going to deal with a melee attack at all.
Those are both.
Oh no, yeah. Okay. This guy can reach Lute, but if we put Garrick here,
Yeah.
then
use Tethys to help him get up.
as a matter of idea. Let's put Tethys in the line of fire.
She'll dodge tank it.
Mm-hmm.
Level 20 Tethys.
Mm-hmm. Mercenary lovers working together.
Honestly, they're like my new favorite power couple.
Tethys and Garrick?
Yeah.
They're great.
I ship it really hard.
Like, they're really great.
They are, like... They're Grail and Titania if they were ever happy together.
Aww. Yeah.
They're the good ending
yeah.
of Grail and Titania.
I can agree to that. Alright, then there's this Draco zombie. Erica's here. And what do you have? Oh, we got a Hellfang, Guilgi.
Gweekly. Studio Gweekly.
How does Siege Lind work? Not terrible.
This one I think we should try to bait down with Ross.
I don't know if Ross can handle that. I'm gonna wait one more turn. We're going to have Ross here in case, like, he needs to jump in.
Okay.
And we'll have everyone else on standby. Artur is there in case he needs to do some emergency healing.
Yeah. This is gonna be tough with this group.
Yeah, with this particular group, but we should be able to handle this just fine.
Yeah, the annoying part of this is that a bunch of enemies can wear down Siegewind.
Mm-hmm. But it's just something we're gonna have to deal with.
Yeah. Worth it for the Draco zombie.
Yeah. Well done, Ephraim. Oh, I see. They were trying to go after Ephraim to wear him down.
Whenever I think of Ephraim's voice in my head, I hear, like, Dante Bosco. he would be my pick for... Well, my pick for, like, a Fire Emblem anime would be whoever does his voice in Heroes. Because he does a good job.
Yeah, I don't remember who does. I think it's Greg Chun. I think.
Sounds right.
I know Greg Chun does Ike. But I don't know if he also does, Ephraim.
I will look it up.
Awesome. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep on working here. Ephraim was actually pretty clutch with those dodges, so I'm happy about that. Remind me before next chapter to re-equip Garrick. His weapons are getting weak.
Dude, you're good. That is Greg Chun.
I thought it was Greg Chun.
I don't even know who Greg Chun is.
Greg Chun kind of has that like subtle raspiness in his voice, because whenever he does Ike, he's like, yeah, whenever he does Ike, it's like,
I fight for my friends.
Yeah. He actually, I don't know if he ever says that, but I remember in Fire Emblem Engage, he has like a lot of the most fun lines in the game. Someone, I forget what character says this, but like someone comments on how big Ike is like, wow, emblems are very big up close, and he's like, no, that's not an emblem thing. I'm just huge.
I remember that one. Yeah. Yeah, he's both Ephraim and Ike in Engage. He's the English voice actor for Nanba in Like a Dragon.
Oh, Yakuza Like a Dragon?
Yep.
Nice.
let's see what else.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I recently played Like a Dragon, but I played it with the Japanese with sub.
Right.
Because I don't do that for everything, but I like to do it for Yakuza.
I remember we were having that conversation about the whole dub versus sub debate, and honestly, like, in my opinion, it depends on the context. It's like, some people like sub, some people like dub, and for me personally, I like it depending on the medium.
It depends. To me, it depends on the specific show or game.
Mm-hmm.
Yakuza, I just, like, it feels so in Japan for me that I like them to be speaking Japanese.
I agree.
And then I read the subtitles. That just, like, feels the most authentic to me, but...
Oh, geez, that Gorgon's got quite a range on that stone.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to be careful about that. One thing we gotta remember, by the way, loot does have bolting. We gotta remember that. Alright. Okay, I can't really see us going after that Draco zombie right now, because we got gargoyles. Gargoyle reinforcements just came in.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to handle those first.
Well, Inez is on the right side of the board.
Yep. Well, it gives Mur a chance to maybe catch up, so...
Yeah.
My biggest concern right now is, like, I'm trying to thin the board so that people can start baiting out those shadow shots. But we're not in the best position to do so right now. Especially because within that range of the shadow shots are these Gorgon's stone abilities.
Yeah, that would be really scary.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we can plant someone here...
Yeah.
To bait out the shadow shot. Ah, no. Okay, no, that's just Demon Surge. Only 2 of them have stone.
Only the 2 in front.
Yeah, the 2 on the sides have Demon Surge, and these have Shadow Shot. Still, that's, like, a lot of, like, resistance that we need to get. Like, that might be Loot's job, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking Loot.
First, we gotta deal with these, spiders, and I think I know how I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be Garrick's job.
Okay.
So... Going back to the conversation about, like, making bad characters, like, work.
Yeah.
One of the most infamous examples for me, specifically because, like, it's one of the things you kind of have to do in order to get a certain guidance chapter, is Sophia.
Oh, yeah.
From Binding Blade.
Yeah.
Those of you who know, you goddamn know. Oh, man, dude, the Nabata Desert in Binding Blade is one of the most infamous chapters, like, in Fire Emblem, specifically because of the guiding requirements. It's so stupid. Well, no, okay, it's not just because of the guiding requirements, it's also because it's Fog of War, it's in a desert, you're fighting berserkers, you gotta protect a level 1 druid and get her to a certain, get her to kill a certain amount in order to get the guidance chapter. It's so stupid, man. I hate that chapter so much.
I really appreciated playing Advanced Wars and playing Wargroove, where Fog of War actually affects the computer also. You can see them making decisions based on what they can and can't see.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so... I'm going to back these guys up, and Ross is going to eat these guys for breakfast.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, let's retreat into the room over here.
Okay.
Everyone, into the room! I got this! Don't get yourself killed, Ross. Don't worry, I can handle this.
I think he can handle it.
Can he handle it? I can handle it!
Guys, I think he can handle it. He can handle it.
I'll handle it!
When Loot's not around. You ever see that meme with it's like when mom's not home and it's the dad playing the trombone.
Ross and Garcia would do that. Garcia probably begrudgingly so, but he would.
Yeah.
They didn't go after Garrick. Well,
no.
That's annoying.
That is annoying. They're holding position.
Okay, here's one thought.
If we were closer to Erica, I'd say we could pull the bolting out of
Yeah.
convoy.
Here's one thought. This Gorgon can only really make it over here via stone. The only other monster that's in range of that stone is this archer. I say we have either Gilliam or Garrick bait that stone.
Let's do it with Garrick, because even if Garrick gets turned to stone, he's going to be a perfect wall.
Nah, I want to save that hand axe for
reasons.
any sort of an incident. We're gonna put Tethys there for emotional support.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have Natasha with the restore staff right now, so if he does get petrified, we're gonna have to wait it out. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Oh, does Lute have bolting?
She does.
Okay.
Yeah, she has it on her now. Nicely done, Ross.
Alright, now do that 3 more times. I can handle this!
Yeah, the main concern I had with Ross dealing with that Draco zombie is the fact that his defenses are not the greatest. But then again, the Wretched Air does ignore defense, so I guess maybe he could have survived it.
That's my reasoning. But also I'm wondering now at this point if it would be better to try and just, like, collapse on both sides with both parts of our army.
Yeah, maybe. Because I know Erica can do a significantly decent amount of damage with Siegeland. It's just a matter of, like, you know, making sure everything else works.
Yeah, because we're clearing out the, like, other enemies that are around it.
Yeah, these guys aren't moving.
So that means they probably won't move to defend the spiders.
Okay, so Garrick is just out of shadow shot range. I have a feeling these guys are going to start moving once someone gets in range of shadow shot. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we plant someone here,
Yeah.
we should be able to, like, start baiting things without provoking anything else unnecessary.
Okay.
And now that I think about it, why not her?
Yeah.
Natasha's got resistance for days.
Good resistance.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright then. Just want to make sure we're not in range of that Draco zombie. At the same time, we could start moving units over to, like, have them conjoin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think this is our game. Gonna quickly with the shine just in case. Meanwhile, we do want to stay out of the range of the shadow shot with everyone else. So, Luke, you're gonna handle this. Yeah, if you get hurt, we'll patch you up. What did I just say?
I got hurt. You're contractually obligated to patch me up.
Now I wish we moved Natasha afterwards.